Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from MOMAX. This is the One World 100 watt GaN travel charger, and this is the ultimate travel charger if you have a power hungry device or multiple devices that are going to take up to 100 watts. You've got 4 different plug-ins via USB and then a pass-through on the top, and it'll support power grids of over 150 different countries. We're going to dig into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get once you get it out of the box. This is something that you're going to want to take a look at just for reference is some of the instruction manuals and reference material that you have here from MOMAX on this 100 watt travel adapter. And I'm going to have these at this point in the video, so if I miss anything that you're interested in, you can come back to this point in the video and you can check it out. And this is always good for reference in case you're going to be charging multiple devices and you know what kind of wattage to get out of each port as you're going through this. Now this weighs 266 grams. It is a 99 by 55 by 53 millimeters. So it's a little bit on the chunky side, but since they use GaN technology, then been able to shrink it down into a manageable size here. Now know that you have 4 USB ports on this, and you also have the pass-through at the top. So you can actually hook up to 5 devices to this at one time. You can see you've got all your configurations for your pass-through at the top here for support of over 150 different countries. Now on the bottom, you've got Quick Charge 3.0, a USB Type A ports, and you have 2 of those. And then you have a Power Delivery 3 ports, a USB Type C, 2 of those as well for a max of 100 watts, and that'll be split across all 4 of the ports on the bottom, and of course the pass-through at the top as well. Now this is a travel adapter, not a converter, so it will not step up or step down, so be very careful that you stick between 110 to 240 volts on this. Now on the back you do have a fuse in here as well in case you do happen to overload this, and you also get a spot at the top that has an extra separate fuse for you, so if you blow one on the fly you know you can replace it. Now on this side you've got your sliders here for your different regions. At the bottom we've got the EU, so if I slide this out and it does lock into place, we can plug into the EU power grid, and then we can use our USB ports on the bottom, or we can use the pass-through at the top to plug in something like, say I have an American laptop charger that I need to plug in. I can plug that in on top, but be plugged in to the EU power grid. So that is super handy to have as well. Now of course for the UK we've got this as well, so we do have our setup for the UK, and then at the top we've got our setup for the US and Australia and Japan. US and Japan are going to be basically the same here, but we can alter these by just tilting them, and then we are set up for Australia as well, so you do have that region covered as well. Again, supports over 150 different countries, so if you are a world traveler, this could definitely come in handy. So that is the One World 100 watt unboxing. Let's test it out real quick and see how it does. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to test the setup here, and what I have been using is my Galaxy Tab S8 Plus from Samsung. That can pull up to 45 watts depending on its battery level, and I can also plug in other things like phones and things like that to test dual devices. I don't have a laptop that will pull up to 100 watts, but you can do that if that's something that you're going to need. So let's set this for US and plug it on in. And what we're going to do is we're going to plug into PD number 1 for the tablet. That should go up to 100 watts, so we should get pretty close to the 38, 40 to the 45 watt range. It's at 40% right now, battery on my tablet. So a lot of times it won't pull that full 45 watts. So I'm expecting close to 40 at this battery level. So let's take a look here and see how it does. We start at 15 and now it's climbing up. 26, 34, 37, 37, 38 watts, just about what I thought. Again, at 40% battery level, it's not going to pull that full 45 watts. That usually happens within the first 1 to 10%, and then it kind of slows down, and then it slows down even more, closer to 90% or so. So that's about what I thought it would be, is right around 38 to 40 watts. So that's no problem whatsoever. Now what we can do is, of course, plug in a secondary device and split the power. So that's what we're going to do here. This will support up to 100 watts. So I've got a phone here that is an 18 watt draw on this phone. So we're going to do the Quick Charge 3.0 USB Type A slot. You can see I'm at 38 watts on the tablet, and then another 18 watts. We should get close to this 18 watts here. You can see that it is quick charging. It's going to reset on the tablet, and then it's going to ramp back up, but we should still get that 38, 39 watts. And there we are. So we are now quick charging both devices here, and it's handling them quite well. And of course, the last thing is that it is a pass-through on the top. So if I had a device where I needed to have a plug, I can always plug in, like my Samsung charger here. This is a AC to USB Type-C charger, so we're going to plug that into the top. It's a 25 watt charger, so we should see about 23 to 25 watts on the tablet. So we are super fast charging. As you can see, it just came up on the tablet, and we are at 23 watts. So we are now 25 watts. So we are super fast charging directly through this as well. And of course, if we can plug the other phone in here, we can split the power again. Should reset on the tablet and then climb back up to about 23 or 25 watts. So you'll see that little meter reset there. Actually, it didn't reset that time, and it's still pulling 23 watts out of the 25 that adapter is capable of, and we are still getting the 18 watts quick charge on the phone as well. So it does a great job at splitting the charges up. I have 3 more USB ports that I could use to split up more power if I need to, so you've got plenty of ports for multiple devices. Okay, so that's my review of the MOMAX One World 100 watt GaN enabled travel charger. This is a great solution for someone that is an avid traveler, that you're going to be in a lot of different places and need a tool like this to tap into their specific power grids. Also for somebody that has multiple devices that need to be charged, especially power hungry ones, because this is up to 100 watts, for your laptop, maybe your phone, maybe even a camera, things like that. This is something that you might want to take a look at. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.